Hey everyone, how are you? So this is my second Q&A, and remember that Q&As are now every Thursday. So if you have any questions for me about anything, ask me anything at all, leave them in the comment section below and I will answer them next Thursday. And I'm also picking and choosing questions from all my other videos that I think might be able to either help other people or they might be interested in. So here we go. Woo. The first one is from No Go Pronto. He says, is the girlfriend you have in Australia real, or is she just a virtual Facebook friend that you've never met but are hoping it's turned into a tangible relationship? No respect, just curious. Love your channel. First of all, thank you. Second of all, no disrespect taken at all. I appreciate real human questions. So I haven't met her in person yet. It's been a Facebook. We've been talking for like, I don't know, I think like maybe 2 years now. A year, maybe 2 years. Basically what it is we both love ourselves and we love each other, and we're committed to helping each other grow as people side by side, rather than like she's mine, kind of like there's no ownership involved. Like we're just helping each other grow like at the same time. So that's not really like a traditional like girlfriend the way like relationships usually work, at least in the Western world. It's more of a partnership and growth than anything. But so because it's set up that way, if it doesn't work out, like nobody's heart's broken. There's no attachment, there's no ownership, so therefore there's no suffering. It's just like, just love. We just love each other. That's basically it. And even if we're not together, we will still love each other. That's all there is. So there's no pain involved in that, and I don't think that it's sacrificing anything. So the next one is from Will Spoon. He says, do you know the Muffin Man? I know Muffin Stab, my viewer. He comments on almost every video I make, so thank you to Muffin Stab. Robert Phillips says, how do you drive with those letters popping up in front of your windshield? Do the girls dig the van, or do they run away if you ask them over? Well, it's really hard. I get really distracted sometimes. Sometimes I wonder if somebody slipped some acid into my water or something, but usually I just look around them. I've kind of gotten used to them. As far as the girls, I don't chase women, I chase dreams. I don't know. I've been single, well, except for what I have now, for a long time, and I'm very happy that way. I like it that way. I get to focus on me, improving myself as a person, the things I want to accomplish in life, and I don't have to worry about anybody or anything else. I like it that way. But I'm also at the same time happy with what I have. The Australian woman whose name I'm not going to say because I haven't asked her if that's okay yet. Next one is Wayne's World. He says, awesome channel and great videos. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Also, I'm sure it depends on where you're headed at the time and the time you have to get there. But when you're exploring the country, how many miles do you think you average per day? I love to just travel 500 miles and take 5 or 6 days to get where I'm going. And then thank you. So it really, like you said, it really depends. I mean, I stayed in Salem for like 3 months, and you know, I went around the area and stuff, probably less than 100 miles away, and checked out the whole area. But I will say that I only like to drive like 300 miles a day max. After that, it just gets, I get in the zone and it's not fun anymore. It's uncomfortable. I think that probably 100 miles a day and making lots and lots of stops and just going at a really relaxed pace, you know, going the speed limit or under the speed limit is even better. That's my ideal. If I had the money, I would probably do that and just like take a 2-day break once a week, and the rest of the time travel 100 miles a day. So the next one is from JDD. He says, what is your fascination with cemeteries? Don't mean to imply you are, but your video content location selection has led me to ask. In any event, groovy content and keep them coming. First of all, thank you very much. As far as my fascination with cemeteries, they remind me of the precious and finite gift that is life. If you think about like how long, like assuming that like reincarnation is not real, because I don't know that it is, but I'm pretty sure I do. But anyway, like we've been dead way more than we've been alive. Like before we were born, there were like millions of years on Earth that we could have been alive, or 2,000, whatever you believe. So like this, like being here right now alive is like an incredible, rare, like almost impossible thing. And it really like brings me face to face with that and reminds me that. It reminds me to like stay grateful for being alive. But also they're usually really quiet and really peaceful, and the mood is like, it's just a contemplative place. I like to slow down and just relax and think and contemplate things. And also a lot of them are really beautiful. The ones I film in, I only film in like really, really beautiful ones, which so far are all on the East Coast. But yeah, so I hope that answers that. The next one is from Warren Notes. He says, I see you're enterprising, but wonder if you're not worried about the lack of health insurance. When I'm making enough money, I will definitely get health insurance. It's just, I know of way too many people who the rest of their life they're going to be in debt from one silly little medical thing, which is pretty disgusting that we have to pay so much money for health insurance in America. But, you know, I think that worry is stress, and stress is really bad for your immune system. So I try not to worry about it too much. I'm just hoping to get lucky. I did cut my eye really bad on a chainsaw in Salem, Massachusetts while I was there. But since I knew I was staying there for a few months, I got Medicaid. I think Medicaid. I forget which one. It's like the state one, the state health insurance. So they hooked me up with that. So that whole thing was totally taken care of. I didn't have to pay a dime for it. I was really like, oh, thank you. But yeah, so that's that. I'm kind of relying on luck right now a little bit. The next one is from Glenn Wilson. He says, when will the magazine publish the article, and what's the magazine's name? I'm not going to say the name of the magazine until it's ready. But a few minutes ago, I got an email and said that it should be published tomorrow, which is like, whoa, this is awesome. So I got to really hurry on my website, because I think he's going to link to my website as well, which will help that out, and it's going to help out the channel a lot. So I'm super, super thankful for this awesome opportunity. The next one is from Michael Durbin. He says, do you carry a bug out bag in case you have to abandon your bag? Now this question and the last question, just to preface this, I posted on my Facebook. I said, hey, I have 2 more questions, so give me some questions, guys. Let's get this Q&A going. So if you're on my Facebook, make sure you're aware that I do things like this all the time. If you're not, get on my Facebook, like my page. Come on, man. So do I carry a bug out bag? No, I should though. I think that's a great idea. There's all kinds of things that can happen, and it's not just like martial law or some crazy terrorist attack or the government doing whatever. You know, there could be a hurricane or a tornado, or my van could catch on fire, or it could break down in the middle of nowhere, or in the middle of like the ghetto or some really crappy town or something, and I might need to get out and take the most important things with me. So I think that's a really good idea, and I'm actually going to I'm going to start putting one together. I'm going to do some research and figure out what all I need, and do some thinking and put one together. Thank you for that. So the last one, Zach Charlton. I feel like there's a letter missing in your last name for some reason. Oh, Charleston, because I was just in Charleston, that's why. He asked, what was the most difficult challenge you faced as you were moving in your van? I covered this in my biggest challenges I faced living in a van or something. I think it's titled something like that. I'll link it in up there in the cards section. Definitely like being okay with people knowing that I live in the van. When I first started, I parked in the very back of parking lots. I didn't let anybody know I was in here, and I hid, and I didn't like hiding. Like that was ridiculous. So I rethought the whole thing, and I realized that I'm actually like really proud that I live in my van. I love it. I'm free. I can do what I want, and I'm saving a ton of money. I don't have to work as much for somebody else, so I can spend all this time that I'm saving, which I would be working to pay for an apartment, on building my little empire of my YouTube channel and my website, and figuring out other means of creating passive and active income where I am my own boss, and the possibilities are infinite. I'm not trading my time to make someone else rich, which feels awesome. I love it. So that's all I have today, guys. Please like, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Remember, this is every Thursday, so drop me a comment in the comment section below, and leave me a question. I'll answer you next Thursday. So thank you. Live life. Love. Woo.